Hey, welcome to 28 days to my 40th birthday. And today we're going to be looking at how to turn risk into reward as relates to investment. I have taken risk all my life, right? So I was sent to university to study. Instead, I was busy doing business. I don't recommend it, but that's what I did. It paid off, and I was also always in church. It paid off at the end of the day because by the time I graduated, there was no job. And it was some of the businesses I had started on campus that I eventually had to do. Same thing when it comes to investment. I've had to take a lot of risk when it comes to investment. When we moved to Dubai, it was COVID, right? Everybody told me I was mad, you know. Why will I choose to, why? Who on earth launch an international business in the midst of COVID? It didn't make any sense. But I was convinced it was a risk worth taking. Today, sometimes our Dubai business send money to help the Nigerian business, okay? And if I didn't take that risk as at that time, we will not be here. But taking risks meant that I've made a lot of losses. I've lost money. I've lost even in human capital. That those we've sent on foreign trips, foreign trainings, in the existence of our 17 now 18-year business are more than 200, spending millions, and that's cost us hundreds of millions. Many of them really stayed in the business. Many, as soon as they know a thing or two, they leave us. In fact, some relatives convinced them, what I used to do in that business, with what you know now, you can do better elsewhere. We have seen situations where many of them don't end up doing well elsewhere. But it's the risk I took. But you see, that same risk has led to me being able to leave our business. 2 years ago, I was able to leave the business and move on to other things, move to the US, and then now into private equity and, and venture capital business. And because of that risk I took, we are not where we used to be. We're not where we want to be, but we're not where we used to be. So you want to keep investing heavily in taking risk, but you need strategy to your risk. One, how do you strategize your risk? Number one, get proper training. Get the knowledge of an investment before the investment itself. Number two, get a mentor. Not sweet talks, not motivational talks. Motivation is good, but when it comes to investment, you need somebody who also has invested, who has turned, 1 million to 100 million, right? So they have the tangible result to show you, and then ask them to mentor you and put you through. Number three, which is very, very critical and important, is that you need to know that you need to classify your risk: high, mid, and low. So some category of your investment should be high risk, some category of your investment should be mid risk, and some category of your investment should be low risk. You can go to my YouTube. I've done a lot of tons of videos around explaining high, mid, and low risk type of investment. Okay, but finally, take the step. Analysis always leads to paralysis. Sometimes you just have to jump and figure out how to land on your way down. To be honest with you, most of the investment I've taken, I didn't really have it all figured out, right? But I've ended up making more than the ones I've lost money in because I just jumped. I tell people, when it comes to building an empire, it's like jumping from an aeroplane of 30,000 feet above the sea level and then figuring out how to land after you jump from the aircraft. Not even sure if you carry the parachute. That's what got most of us here. We just jumped. If we were to analyze, we would have been paralyzed. I would not have been here. I hope you've learned a thing or two. 28 days to my 40th birthday. I want to thank God for being there for me. Ultimately, what life has shown me is that only God is reliable. Man will fail. Man can fail. Man can like you today and hate you tomorrow. Call you saint today, call you the devil tomorrow. Nothing about the mortal man can be relied upon. But this God is dependable, unfailing, unchanging. and rely on Him and watch out for the best. Thank you for watching. Hope I've inspired you. If I have, send me your testimony. I really, really need the testimony. Love you all. Bye-bye.